In this podcast episode, Sam Harris explores various topics including power, corruption, politics, artificial intelligence, religion, tribalism, and free speech. He begins by discussing the challenges of navigating the modern information landscape and the implications for democracy, free speech, and the rise of misinformation. Harris acknowledges the failure of our culture and sense-making apparatus, as evidenced by the significant number of Americans who believe the election was stolen. He attributes this breakdown to a combination of factors, including the COVID-19 pandemic and the influence of former President Trump. He questions whether it is possible to stop the rise of evil and suggests that the lack of consensus and shared understanding of facts is a fundamental problem. Harris expresses frustration with the fact that a significant portion of American society still believes in baseless conspiracy theories and denies the violence and significance of the January 6 Capitol insurrection. He highlights the role of experts and institutions in shaping public opinion and the challenges they face in the current information landscape. While acknowledging the flaws and biases of institutions, Harris argues that there is still a need for trusted sources of information and expertise, especially in critical areas such as public health and foreign policy. He emphasizes the importance of distinguishing between government censorship and private companies' decisions to moderate content on their platforms. Harris acknowledges the limitations of the current social media business model, which prioritizes attention-grabbing content and can amplify misinformation and outrage. He suggests that a subscription-based model could offer a different approach, but acknowledges the difficulty of effectively moderating content on a large scale. The conversation then delves into the complexities of determining what is true in a world of information overload and competing narratives. Harris highlights the challenges of interpreting data, the role of perspective and interpretation, and the reinforcement of beliefs through social media algorithms. He shares his concerns about the erosion of trust in experts and the difficulty of maintaining nuanced discussions in a headline-driven culture. Harris continues by proposing that the solution lies in a combination of free speech and critical thinking. He suggests that individuals should be willing to question their own beliefs and engage in open dialogue, presenting their ideas and arguments for scrutiny. He argues that the collision of ideas and the ability to challenge and debate different perspectives is essential for a healthy democracy. Harris goes on to discuss the concept of power and how it can lead to corruption. Harris argues that people who are committed to causing harm often reach a point where they prove themselves to be beyond redemption. He shares his personal experience of leaving Twitter due to the toxic conversations that took place on the platform. Harris believes that Twitter is not conducive to meaningful conversations, especially on polarizing topics, as it often leads to bad faith attacks and misinformation. Harris reflects on the challenges of having conversations in a polarized environment, where people are more interested in holding onto their own beliefs rather than engaging in a genuine exchange of ideas. He emphasizes the importance of being on guard against misleading information and defending the truth, even when it comes to individuals or topics that one may find indefensible. The issue of tribalism is also discussed, and Harris argues that it hinders our capacity to converge on the truth and have meaningful conversations. He suggests that we need to outgrow tribalism and recognize that truth is universal, regardless of our background or beliefs. Religion is another topic explored in the podcast. Harris suggests that religion used to serve as a guide when scientific knowledge was limited, but in the modern era, it has lost some of its efficacy. He highlights the need for institutions, regulations, and procedures that can be trusted to surface good information and keep bad information out. The podcast also delves into the challenges of making judgment calls in complex situations. Harris reflects on the controversy surrounding the timing of the release of the Hunter Biden laptop story during the 2020 election. He emphasizes the need for judgment calls to be made based on the specific circumstances and the potential risks involved. Harris goes on to discuss the nature of power and corruption, emphasizing the importance of caring about others and reducing unnecessary suffering. Harris criticizes the idea that material wealth and personal gratification are the ultimate markers of success and fulfillment, arguing instead that true success lies in prioritizing compassion, ethical commitments, and a broader understanding of what is worth caring about in life. Harris then shifts the conversation to the role of religion, particularly the Christian text, in providing a moral compass. He challenges the notion that religious stories alone are sufficient for navigating life's challenges, asserting that a deeper engagement with the present moment and a recognition of the superficiality of thought are necessary for spiritual and ethical growth. He also critiques the Bible's stance on issues such as slavery and homosexuality, highlighting the need for a more comprehensive and inclusive approach to wisdom and guidance. The discussion then turns to the potential dangers of AI and its impact on society. Harris expresses concern about AI alignment, the process of ensuring that AI systems align with human values and goals. He emphasizes the need for ongoing dialogue and critical examination of AI's implications, both in terms of alignment and the potential for AI to shape individuals' values and beliefs. He references the film, Her, as an example of how AI could influence and fragment culture, leading to a lack of shared reality and individualized experiences. Harris concludes by emphasizing the importance of personal introspection and the need to continually review and update our understanding of the world. He argues that culture is like software, constantly evolving and requiring improvement. He advocates for a collective conversation that draws from the totality of human insights and conversations, rather than limiting ourselves to the insights of a previous age or religious tradition. He acknowledges the challenges posed by AI and the potential for it to derange society, urging individuals to remain vigilant and prioritize critical thinking in the face of technological advancements. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.